Check out the crispiness of this pork. Check this pork out right here, man. Check out the crispiness of this pork. Oh yeah. It's gonna be my salt and pepper pork chops. Check it out, man. Let's go. Alright y'all, welcome to Feast with Pete, and today we're doing salt and pepper pork chops. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and like this video for the YouTube algorithm. So first things first, we're dicing up some peppers. So in this case, I'm using a red bell pepper and a Hungarian pepper. If you have other banana peppers, you find I think there's two different kinds of pepper. This is called a Hungarian pepper. I got this at Safeway, a local American grocery store. There's also a smaller version of this. You can use this as well. You can also use jalapenos or serranos if you like it a little bit more spicy. But in this case, I got some tenderonis at the house, so this is what I got to do. Add some green onions to that, 3 green onions. Now, if you got those fat green onions, you can put like 2 of them, but these were the skinny kind. So, and a little bit of garlic also. And then I had 4 pork chops. This came out to like 900 grams worth of meat. I basically was cutting out the bone part because I wanted to fry the bone with a little bit of meat separately from filleting this little pork chop and then kind of tenderizing it with the back of the knife. So, when you put the marinade, it absorbs better. I only tenderized the ones that was filleted. The other ones I didn't tenderize. So here you can add Chinese cooking wine, Shaoxing wine. I didn't have that, so I added 3 tablespoons of sake and a little bit of sesame oil. So that's about 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil. 3 tablespoons of sake, 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil, and 6 teaspoons of low sodium soy sauce, or any type of soy sauce you got. But low sodium soy sauce is a little better because if you're watching your sodium intake and what have you, because it's gonna have salt and everything else afterwards also. And once you do that, you're gonna add a little bit of oil, and then you're gonna add a little bit of tapioca starch. Now, if you're on paleo, you can add potato starch. You can also add cornstarch if you're not on any diet. But I had tapioca starch, so I just mixed that up with some tapioca starch and a little bit of baking soda, probably like half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon worth of baking soda. This is about like 4 pork chops, so that should be good for that. And then probably like a half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Now, if you're on paleo or something, you don't need to put that, or sugar. But the sugar and the oyster sauce makes this. And then you want to marinate that for 30 to 60 minutes. I marinated mine for 30 minutes. After that, you want to put a beaten egg and then kind of mix it around. Now, because we're getting ready to flour the meat and then fry it. Okay, so to flour it, I'm using tapioca starch here. Now, you can use cornstarch, you can use corn flour, you can use potato starch. Any of those will work. Okay, don't use flour. Just use those starches that I just mentioned below, and that will work for this recipe. And then you want to get the oil nice and hot over 350 degrees. And then, when your thermometer reads over 350, it's ready to fry. Or if you put a skewer in there and it like starts bubbling, it's ready to fry. Add some pork chops. Now, first I fried up the pork chops with the bones, and then I was doing the ones that I filleted and tenderized because I wanted to know how this fries up. So this normally takes about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes for the ones with the bones on. The ones without the bones probably like 2 minutes. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fry all of the first batch, and then we're gonna fry it again. Okay, so this is double fried. So when you fry it again, you're gonna fry it for 1 minute. So right here, it's been fried the first time. Now, as you see, these are the ones that's tenderized and the smaller pork chops, right? Like the ones that cut up fillet pieces. This is the nice looking pork chops. I wanted to know how they both will taste. So that's why I did what I did. You know, if you don't want to use the bone, you don't have to use the bone. You can use it for stock. Now there's all the pork chops, and I'm refrying it again. Okay, now this time when I'm refrying it, it's gonna take about 1 minute to 30 seconds. Probably 1 minute for the ones with the bones on, and like 30 seconds for ones without the bone. So once you fried up all of them, you know, you're ready for your next step. And then look at it. Look at how crispy and nice it is. And I promise you, y'all, it's gonna be juicy. You're gonna add a little bit of oil to the pan, to a wok, add some garlic, and then you add some green onion in there. Now you can add the choice of peppers you want. If you want to put jalapenos, serranos, go ahead. I put red bell pepper and Hungarian pepper, okay? Because I got some tenderonis in the house who can't handle the spice. And these chilies, they're not spicy, like, you know, they're just from my plant outside my apartment. You know, if you want to put some spicy, go ahead. Now this right here is some Szechuan peppercorns. And if you normally go to a Chinese restaurant, sometimes they have this. And I really like the taste of Szechuan peppercorns. You can get this at like World Market or like any type of your favorite Chinese grocery store. And then I just ground that up because this is gonna need a little bit of salt, a little bit of white pepper, garlic, and Szechuan pepper. White pepper is what makes this dish, okay, not black pepper. If you want, you can put black pepper with that, but white pepper is a must in this dish. Salt and pepper basically means salt and white pepper, okay? So you want to kind of fry that up, and then you're going to add your protein in, okay? Now, here comes the protein. You know, you make sure you add all that protein, give it a nice stir, and then I was like, you know what? It needs some more seasoning. So I put another ½ teaspoon worth of all of those ingredients and mix that up. And this is such an easy dish to make, and you don't have to go to a Chinese restaurant to enjoy this. You can make this at your house, and it's gonna taste just like the one at your favorite Chinese restaurant. All right, y'all. It is a weekday, so I'm gonna be the taste tester. Let me taste test this right now. So juicy, so tasty. You can taste the white pepper, you can taste the Szechuan peppercorns. The salt's perfect. Man, go make this. Salt and pepper pork chops. That's how I do it. If y'all like the video, hit a like on the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also, don't forget to subscribe to your boy's channel. And don't forget to feast with Pete.